Okay, so this is a new guy. No name yet, but...
We've been dreading your return.
Perfect. So all the villagers will talk to me, even the ones that aren't set up as agents. Hey, welcome back. It's been far too long, and feel free to express your displeasure in the comments about that. My absence, however, was not without purpose. So, for my returning viewers, you will, of course, remember that fateful day when my master weaponsmith villager decided to pipe up and tell me how to run this no-horse town. And if you're new here, then you may want to check out some of the older videos to see that momentous event. So back then, to give you a little bit of insight there, the conversations were generated or triggered not in game, so I would have to actually pause the game, and I would have to go out to a browser that was hooked up to the 11 Labs AI server, and I would have to start a conversation, and then I would come back into Minecraft, and I would click, and then I would have to go to the villager, and I'd have to tap on them to get the trade window up, and I could only actually video the conversation from a replay recording, where, of course, I was given the great flexibility of having different views and over-the-shoulder shots and all that great stuff. But honestly, going out and trying to get the conversation started, not good enough. Just not good enough. That was it. So I wanted to actually get it to be an in-game experience so that you could, get up to the villager and then start the conversation. Had to go with ChatGPT, but you know what? Long story short, I've got the villager conversational AI working, and so I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to take you right over there. We're going to have a chat with one of the loquacious villagers, so that you can experience it firsthand, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. So let's see. Who do I want to see? So this is Yara over here. For those of you who know, she is our local farmer.
Come on now, laughing meerkat. I have crops to harvest, and you can help while we talk.
Okay. Hey, Yara. Sure. What do you need me to do?
Well, I need to know what you're needing today. Are you looking to trade? Or perhaps you have some questions about farming? I'm here to help, but I need to know what you need help with, laughing meerkat. I can't read your mind, you know. Just tell old Yara what's on your mind.
Yeah, okay. So, well, of course, we just finished off the forge a couple days ago, and so that's all come together. And so I'm hungry. I noticed that I need to have a little bit of bite of food. And what else is going on? I've got to build a wall. I guess that's the next big thing. Has everything been going okay? While I've been, I was very engaged with the forge build, and I kind of lost my head. What do you think?
Oh, laugh and me get yourself into a state sometimes. The forge is, well, it's certainly something. Dark as midnight with that blackstone, but Salazar and Dobin seem quite pleased. And yes, a wall. A wall sounds like a sensible thing to build, especially with all the changes you've been making. As for what's been going on, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. The villagers are still talking about the cartographer Justine. She disappeared for a while.
Yeah,
yes,
but she's
Justine.
back. So, all's well.
Well, yes, she's back, laughing meerkat. But it's not quite all is well for some. Her story of being lost for weeks, a cartographer no less, and remembering so little. It leaves many with questions, you see. A cartographer whose very trade is... Indeed, her very trade is knowing the land. So to be so lost, it raises eyebrows. Some say she was traumatized by a zombie attack. Yes.
No, that would certainly do it. I mean, I when zombies come for me, man, I'm like, I'm freaking out, right? Like I'm not about the zombies either.
Yes, Zombies are a frightful thing, Laughing Meerkat. No one would fault her for being scared. But they also say... What, Laughing Meerkat? What else have you heard?
Not too much, but you seem distracted. I think the villagers are all heading to the square. So why don't I let you go, and we can pick up the conversation later.
Oh, you noticed that, did you, Laughing Meerkat? Yes, the bell will be ringing soon for our gathering. It was good to chat with you. Do come back later if you still need that food or want to talk more about your wall. Stay safe out there.
All right, bye-bye, Yara. Okay, so let's just chat there. So that was actually not one of the better conversations. So you notice that it stopped. So the time of day that I do these recordings is obviously going to be a thing that I need to be careful about, because the AI traffic is probably very high right now. And so Yara was only able to kind of get through half a thought in some cases. But I mean, that was fully in game and without any interference. So a couple of things to point out. I have added the mod that gives the villagers some... Oops, there's a new friend coming to get me. So let's get out of the way of that. Yeah, so the... Oh, man, I'm stoked about this thing, because the conversations I've had during testing, and that was the thing, is I've been in testing for the last month and a half, 2 months, and the conversations we had were great. They were smooth. They were clean. This is about one of the worst ones. So this is a late Saturday afternoon, so I'm guessing a lot of people are still doing their sort of weekend shenanigans with either their AI. So 11 Labs allows you to tie into multiple different AI services through an API that they have with those services. I'm using Gemini with the Flash 2. And Gemini has been particularly badly beaten this week because they've just recently released their latest model. So I think they're getting a lot of hard requests to do testing. But that is the shtick. That is the villagers talking to me in context, in game, responding and reacting completely without me having to make any other accommodations than to have plugged in the mod and set up the agents. So I'm pretty excited about this. I know some of my contemporaries are doing excellent work building the player AIs. So they're working very hard to put a fully autonomous player in the field beside you so that you have somebody to play with. I chose quite deliberately the villagers because of the story that I want to build here in Timber's Reach and the Land of Confusion. Mainly the goal here was to have this very vibrant and sort of lively village with sort of activity going on around you. So if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, as I do, of folk who are...
really, who do you think you are?
There we go. Hi. So, yeah, no, if you watch a lot of videos of people doing builds and other creative work in Minecraft, then you do find that, like, the villages or the scenery or the builds, magnificent work, all of them, beautiful things to see. But even sort of the most lively build with lots of green and lots of sort of natural life sort of in it feels quiet, lonely, and empty. And I wasn't about that. I was more compelled to have something where there's actual interaction. Of course, Minecraft is best played with friends, but not everybody, particularly once you get to my vintage, has a wide variety of folk to play with, nor do they have time, as evidenced by my almost, well, in fact, about a year and a half absence to the YouTube scene here. Is, you know, I had a bunch of things that had to be taken care of in real life, and I just wasn't afforded the capacity to continue the builds. I wanted to take the time to build the mod. So yeah, so I thought it would be great to have this sort of lively environment, very natural, lively environment, but then to spruce it up with the little guys. And rather than trying to bring players in, which if you actually think about what a player does, every little thing we do is a deliberate choice, right? And that has to be decided on by the AI, and what are the goals, right? Like, this is the big problem is running a player AI. Yes, you can set the goal to build a house, and for sure, the samples I've seen, the AIs can do it, and they do achieve goals, and they are making good progress. But there's so many decisions that a player has to make. I mean, if one just even takes a beat and looks into the inventory, right? Like, it's just stuff, right? We have to actually know and understand what each of these little clusters of pixels means, and then we have to have a plan for how and where it's going to go, and how we're going to use it, and what we're going to do next. So this is still early days for that kind of work, and I think it's excellent work, and I think I'm going to participate a little bit in it. But I wanted to have something surfaceable, and what we've got now is an actual mod that you'll be able to get from my Patreon once I've finished that setup. And you can easily, it's a Fabric mod. You just drop it into your mods folder if you're already running Fabric. There is some requirements to, because I've only done it for one version so far. I will be doing updates in the future if there's a lot of interest and excitement about the mod. I will be doing updates. If there isn't a lot of interest, then I'll move on to the next project, and then I'll be fine too. But yeah, if this is something that you'd like to see, then I'd invite you to find the link to my Patreon and go and join. You can be a free member to kind of see the backstory. For now, the mod is only for paid subscribers. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to prepare videos. My next activities are going to be getting back to the storyline for Timber's Reach. Of course, last year, season 1 was mostly self-help and sort of even me just recovering from where I was in my life then. Now I am more excited about getting on with telling stories and having Timber's Reach become kind of its own standalone little entertainment place that people can come back to on a regular basis, though not too regular because I still have to adult quite a bit. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. And so, hey, I'm gonna call that one short so that everybody gets a chance to see it, and I can see if there's some comments and questions, and then you can come back again later. And thanks for watching. If you like this, then please do subscribe. Hit the old like button. Definitely put your comments down there, and if you think this idea of the Villager Conversations is a good one and a fun one that you'd like to participate in, and yeah, we'll get going from there. So great. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.